don't really know how to start this video, but basically I want to address what am I doing and why am I on YouTube. I wanted to do YouTube my entire life, forever, right? Like since I was a kid, I've made multiple channels and many things have got in the way of that. A lot of people, I guess, in the sense, and myself, that I was listening too much to what the world had to say about it rather than myself. Everyone, you know, at school, just like being dumb kids, just saying like, oh, it's really stupid, you know, just bullying. And I was just afraid of just like what people would say, really. And that's something I really struggled with growing up. I was always never very confident, I guess, in myself. And I let that really control my life in school. I would always just, you know, if someone said something about me, I'd really take it to heart, and I'd care too much. And I'd really strive to try and have people say nice things about me or do things that would, you know, people would think are nice and all that stuff. And that's just not the way to live. Obviously, you want it to be doing the right thing, but you shouldn't be doing it for affirmation. You should do it because it's actually the right thing to do. But yeah, I just thought I'd jump on Fortnite OG, a bit more slower than the normal Fortnite videos that I create on the daily. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video now because I actually sat in my car about 3 weeks ago, and I got to the point where I was so fed up. I filmed myself talking about this same sort of topic in the car, and how I was so fed up and sick of giving up, and the concept and idea of basically being on my deathbed and have never tried to achieve my dream of becoming YouTube, not even having attempted it. That's all that I cared about. Not that trying and not failing, but just having never actually tried. I don't care if I fail. I genuinely could not care. I couldn't care at all. I don't care if I fail. I just want to not give up. That's the only thing. And my whole mindset and mentality with this whole YouTube thing is, if I don't give up, how can I fail? It's genuinely, if I go 5 years down the track and I've genuinely continued doing this every single day, how on earth can I give up? I mean, how can I fail? Sorry, I'm getting all the words wrong. So yeah, I've basically just I was sick of it, and I got fed up, and I moved house, and I've committed now to making these Fortnite videos every single day. And all my bigger videos, which I used to make, and which I even made one the other day, you know, higher production, I put on another channel. But yeah, I'm finally so happy and at a point in my life now where I'm doing this every single day. I'm waking up early and I'm doing it. But I'm also at a crossroads in which I've just graduated my undergrad, which is, I did a Bachelor of Marine Science, and then I've also just done an Honours of Science, which was a big feat, which took me all year. And I'm at a massive crossroad where I have now the decision of, what do I actually want to do? Do I want to go after this dream, which a lot of people, you know, think is very far-fetched, and which I do think it is. But what my mate said to me, which really stuck out to me, was, is it really, is it any more ambitious than, like, someone says, oh, I want to make it into the, like, you know, the NBL or the AFL and stuff? Of course it is ambitious, of course, but it still is nothing that's not possible. And if you actually have something and you're decently good at it, and you have the passion, not just talent, but also passion, not just passion, but also talent, why can you not make it a reality? And basically, that's where I'm at right now. I'm so fed up and sick of it. I know I can make videos, and I really love making videos, and I love entertaining and having people comment, you know, like what they think about it, and just like being able to make people's day a little bit more better, a little bit more entertaining. And over the years, I was finally able to teach myself how to not care what people think. This used to be something, like I said, I really struggled with. And over the years, and practicing, not just doing like dumb things, you know, but I generally mean like I generally mean like actually training myself to not care, because no, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt yourself and you don't hurt others. Those are the two most important things. In that case, don't care. Just don't care what anyone else thinks. Now, if you do something bad, which I have done in my life, of course, everyone has. No one's perfect. That's when it does matter actually what people think. So you can't have this mentality that, okay, I'm not going to care what anyone else thinks. I'm just going to go do whatever I want and go please myself. No. That's called being selfish, and you do not want to do that. That's a very, very bad road to get on. And it's just not good. I can't believe we missed that. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the whole thing with this YouTube thing, which I've come to terms with, is that it's not hurting anyone else. Oops. Okay, looks like we've got to get into a build battle, guys. Hold on, I'm gonna have to. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video for anyone else that's actually watching out there and thinking, I wanna start doing this YouTube thing. Just start it. Just start. Don't care about what other people are thinking. At the end of the day, oh my goodness, we just actually hit a pretty nuts snipe. You just gotta go for it. There's not enough time. In 50 years, you're gonna be super old and you're gonna be in your deathbed. And are you gonna think back to what people thought about you, or are you actually gonna think, I'm glad I gave it a crack and I'm glad I tried my best? But yeah, like I said before, sorry, I'm at a crossroads now where I can do anything with my life. I feel like I've got a pretty decent foundation of having gone to uni, but it's time to get either a job, or it's time to lock into YouTube and, really go for that. And not gonna lie, that is definitely the route I'm going for. I've got people in my life who've really set me up with uni and have been a massive help for me. But as I know, as silly as it sounds and deranged as it may sound, but that's just, I do want that, but I want this far more. And I don't understand why it can't be a reality. I just don't. I don't get it, and I'm not gonna allow that to happen. I don't care if it takes 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. I would far rather do this for years and years and years and completely fail and people go, wow, you wasted years of your life. I don't care. At least I would have tried. That's it. That's really all that I care about. At least I would have tried. I don't care. And I'm gonna put in the work, and I already am putting in the work. I'm not giving up. I have a job. I work as a research scientist, in which I'm going to have to go out to the field for weeks in the year. And you already know, I'm going to pre-record all these videos, playing the game and talking about it, or whatever I'm doing, with all the stories I have. I'm going to pre-record them. I'm not doing it every single day because I'm not going to give up, and that's just not what I want. And I'm not letting anyone stop me. Okay, we might have just cooked ourselves here. But yeah, to anyone watching who doesn't, just dome this kid actually real quick. And mind, we just got domed ourselves. But to anyone watching who wants to start, just do what I did and start. We're already at 585 subscribers. I couldn't even comprehend that number if I tried. People don't think that's special. 100 subscribers special, they don't. I remember when I hit 100 subscribers on this channel, which I've had since I was literally a child. I was probably about 9 years old. I remember when I hit 100 subscribers last year after I made this Minecraft video, and I couldn't believe that many people would actually sub to my channel. I couldn't comprehend it. I remember sitting at my desk and I was almost in tears. People think, wow, no way, you were completely overreacting. You can think that. I generally don't care. Think whatever you want. I do not care. But I was there and I was actually sitting in tears because I literally was thinking about me being on my deathbed and thinking, wow, I'm actually trying, and it's going somewhere. Now, a couple months later, I've had to do so many different things in my life. I had to be in Melbourne. I was living with my grandparents down at their house for a couple of weeks, which is such a blessing. Made that hightail video whilst I lived there. Living with my other grandma, who was very sick at the time. And you know what I mean? I moved house. There's so many things which have just been going on, but I've still been doing it and I'm not giving up. I actually couldn't. I just don't care. I do not care. I'm at this point now where I'm going to continue making these videos and I'm going to try and entertain you guys. And yeah, I just want to say I love you guys. Whoever subbed and liked, I appreciate you so much. And yeah, just like I said, just don't give up on what your dream is. There's no reason you can't go achieve achieve it. And that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to do it. And that is a promise. I'm not giving up. I am going to do this. I'll see you guys in the next one.